Why do new explorers make the same mistakes over and over again?
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Over and over again.
Cek cek cek. Oke. Oke Masku, lalu kita lanjut lagi lah ya. Kita lanjut lagi seperti biasa. 7 November. Oh, semester depan. Oke, sepertinya harus sudah mulai upload short lagi sepertinya. Kayaknya besok paling bikin short kali. Bikin short.
Why do new explorers make the same mistakes over and over again?
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered.
Oke.
If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
Salah.
I think this time it turned out better than before.
Why do new explorers make the same mistakes over and over again?
Oh, bitternya ada. Ada pahit-pahitnya lumayan.
Boring. Isn't there anything else more interesting
Harus
to
dikit
do?
pahitnya lumayan. Share. Main ada bitter-bitternya sedikit ya. Ada bitter-bitter sedikit dari minuman itu enak. Jadi nggak enak. Walaupun aftertaste lumayan jadinya manis. Little emoji. Salah lagi underscore share.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Oke lanjut. Oke, apa namanya? Kita lanjutin questnya aja dulu ya. Tapi sebelum itu mungkin nge-push ini dulu, apa namanya, artefak dulu seperti biasa. Nge-push artefak dulu seperti biasa. Karena kalau tidak di-push belum dapatnya bagus-bagus. Apa artefak yang gue nemu itu banyak dapatnya, apa namanya, yang ada energy recharge terus semua sih. Apa namanya, sesuatu substansnya di artefaknya selalu ada energy recharge. Ya benar sih emang dari Gosel emang bisa sih bikin Furina apa namanya, energy recharge-nya tinggi sih, bisa sih memang. Tapi kalau setelah gue lihat-lihat itu, apa namanya, energy recharge yang didapatkan Furina itu tidak, apa namanya, tidak instan gitu loh, tidak cepat gitu loh. Walaupun istilahnya ngisinya lama gitu, tapi kayak walaupun nge-refillnya lama walaupun nge-refillnya lama, tapi apa namanya, kayak dapetinnya aja berat, dapetin apa namanya energi susah. Jadi mikir ya udah emang Furina emang harus ada itunya apa namanya, harus ada karakter yang bisa ngisi energi. Jadi ya udah apa namanya, kalau gitu ya energi recharge-nya ya udah apa di 100 di 155 aja sih berapa gue bikinnya ntar. Sedangkan Furina yang gue pakai sekarang ini kan energi recharge itu di angka 192. Di angka 192 energi recharge-nya.
There is no escape.
Aku tapi kok
Here you are.
cepet.
Scout.
Nah, jadi mas
Let my name echo in song. Make yourself a move. Let the world collide. Shine down. Now you shall perish.
Yucuber atau karakter apapun itulah karakter apa yang bisa ngisi energi biar cepet. Oke, kayaknya ada trouble kah? Warna streamingnya kok hancur? Oke, dapatnya dev, dapatnya HP ya, Sanavion, Moment of Judgment, Elemental Mastery. Ada Elemental Mastery juga, itu juga sih enak juga. Gak perlu takut jadi kalau nyerang. Baca huo di Honkai Star Rail.
Hey, share my knowledge. Illusion shattered. Time to shine.
The process of elimination.
I see everything. There is no escape. Shower me with praise. Let the world collide. Everyone hold hands. Illusion shot.
Flicker.
Bit delay lah.
Ah. The show begins.
Ngisi dulu tenaganya. Kita hari ini push story sampai selesai deh. Ya ada apa namanya? Besok kita apa bisa nge-push apa? Restart deh. Sebenarnya itu mau ya lumayan ada story baru yang mesti dikerjakan. Yang bagus, asam.
Hey, shine down. Strike a pose.
How bold. Here you are.
Make yourself a move. Time to shine. Torn to oblivion. There is no escape.
38 36. Ini si Bung. Heaven burn red. Oh yeah. Just one light.
Sharing my knowledge. Showing you. Let the world fly. Inazuma shines eternal. Everyone hold hands.
Gunakan mengontrol di PC dibandingkan di HP.
The show
HP
begins.
agak susah karena kadang-kadang jadi tidak sensitif layarnya. Jadi tidak sensitif. So let's give it up to the internet. Belum dapat yang bagus. Ya Bung ya.
Hey, make yourselves at home. Sir, shine down. Strike a pose. Time to shine.
The process of elimination.
Everyone hold hands.
There is no escape. Torn to oblivion.
47. Kok gambar di itemnya kok agak pecah ya warnanya ya, sambil ngecek kok warnanya kok agak pecah kah di OBS nya, nggak di itemnya aja kali ya agak pecah ya warnanya ya. Dari itunya enggak sih, lancar. Kenapa kok warnanya agak ini? Salah, nggak ngerti. Itu pusing. Lebih dan Harbor juga belum gue teliti ya. Sikat the lights. Salah di map ini gue masih ada beberapa yang apa tuh namanya hydroculus yang masih belum didapatkan ya. Salah kok ke situ. Padahal mau ngambil apa? Mau nuker resin dulu. Salah. Mau nuker resin dulu aturan, bukan langsung ke sini. Salah. Nuker resin dulu. Salah. Padahal yang penting itu resin. Karena untuk grinding, kalau nggak grinding karakternya nggak bakal jadi. Tinggal 19 ya. Ih, tanggung. Tinggal 15 level lagi. Bisa sih, bisa. Gas, spiral. Spiral dari situ Bung ya? Ntar aja deh spiral. Apa namanya? Quest dulu apa? Ngejainin dulu apa? Story dulu Bung. Segera kelarin biar bisa apa namanya? Biar bisa apa namanya? Fighting boss itunya. Untuk Corina. Nanti baru spiral. Spiral katanya dipersusah ya. Spiral katanya sudah mulai susah lagi ya spiral. Spiral susah. Mana ya? Aduh. Spiral dipersusah ya. Nanti di pasti lantai 11 ya. Yang udah mulai males jadinya ya. Lantai 11 sudah mulai dibikin susah. Belum kelar kah? Belum Bung, belum kelar. Makanya kita kelarkan lah. Segera kelarkan ini apa untuk questnya. Kemarin kan belum selesai itu questnya. Kan nggak ada. Sekalian ini. Target hari ini kelarin lah storynya. Biar bisa cepat lawan bos. Nah, dikasih sini ya ujung mentok-mentoknya. Mungkin sedikit dipercepat deh karena sini kan sudah lewat ini.
Sorry. That shock.
You are not furry.
The sweet sound.
Fosolo.
Oh, that
Tapi
wasn't
emang bisa
my
dibilang
goal. Of
try hard.
course, the heavenly
Susah ya,
princess.
susah ya.
It's all because of that pernicious
Lawannya
prophecy.
sekarang masih itu sama apa
Dreadful,
yang
wasn't it?
hydro yang apa tuh yang
Everyone doomed to dissolve.
yang
One
si
was
lawan
not
hydro ya.
amused.
Sekarang
She
oh ya
knew
plus
full
sekarang
well, and
udah
as
ada
one of the seven,
musuh yang
she
baru
also
sekarang ya.
knew
Sudah
full
ada
well
musuh yang
that
baru jadi
one
lebih
defies
susah ya
the
di
heavenly
ini ya.
principles at one's peril.
Oh, belum
So
sempat
yes,
kayak sih
as you
di
have no
di
doubt
bagian map
surmised, it was a
fountain yang
rather
sebelah kiri itu kan yang baru tuh.
impossible. I spent
Kayaknya
a
sekarang kan itu kan
terribly
sudah mulai
long
ada
time
musuh-musuh
mulling
yang
it
baru.
over. Alone on the ocean floor, I had to outwit the heavenly principle. I'm a genius, I know. Although looking back now,
Iya kan ada
it
itu
was
juga ya.
hardly the inheritance one dreams of.
Event ya, lupa deh.
Between
Event ya,
but
skip
one
juga
can
event ya.
only
Aduh.
play the hand one is
Ya
dealt.
besok tetap aja
I did not choose
ngejar
this
tryhard juga
any
kan
more
besok.
than I.
So you were also once
Saya gua
one.
sebagian
Yes,
untuk
I
untuk
was.
2 akun
I always dreamed of becoming
sama
human,
akunnya
and I
urus.
still do. Even now, after becoming a god, I separated my divinity from my
Terus satu
body
lagi
and
nggak ada
spirit,
yang ngurus kecuali gue
leaving
sendiri.
behind
Akun
only a
satu lagi.
self that was as
Gue juga
naive and
sekarang
bewildered as my past
di
self
akun
on
satu
earth.
lagi
The
gue
me
punya
you
new
see
pilot.
before you now
Jadi gue juga
is
ngincer juga
that
ngincer si
divinity,
ini juga
and
ngincer
the
si
human counterpart I
si
left
Arlecchino.
behind.
ngincer
I named
Arlecchino
Farina.
di akun yang ini gue
She
juga
could
ngincer
feel
Arlecchino.
joy, sorrow,
Ya,
and
ini kan.
everything in between. Her strengths,
Bisa sih, yakin
but
sih.
in my eyes,
Yakin sih dua-duanya
Farina's
di 2 akun
humanity
bisa dapat
was what made her
Arlecchino
perfect.
dua-duanya.
She was
Tapi kayaknya untuk
perfectly
di akun
human
yang
in
ini
every way. Anyway, so
gue juga
then
ngincer
I
untuk
cursed her.
weaponnya juga nanti.
All part of the plan, of course.
Tapi kalau di akun satu lagi
The plan to
kayaknya
deceive the heavenly
dapetin
principles.
karakternya aja cukup.
Do you still remember the final
Karena
scene of the
butuh
prophecy?
karakter
In order
support.
that the prophecy might appear fulfilled
Di akun
under the
yang satu
curse I
lagi,
placed on
gue juga
her.
karakter
So long as
karakter
I,
supportnya juga nggak
Fosalor's
ada.
divinity, continued to exist,
Karakter bintang
she
5
could not
ada,
die.
tapi
But
yang
nor was she
support
free
ada,
to live
tapi
her life in the pursuit of happiness. Instead, she was forced to take the
karakter bintang
stage in
5
the
yang gue
opera
punya di akun
house
satu lagi itu
to
cuma Mona.
embrace the role of leading
Masalahnya
lady,
itu gue new violet,
to
punya
forever
Mona
play
kan
the
sama-sama
part of the
hydro kan ya.
god from the prophecy.
Wong sih
All to
berfungsi
create
tapi kan
a deceitful
jadi nggak ada
appearance
elemental
of that
reaction. Hydro
prophecy
sama hydro
coming
sama
to
aja kan
pass.
hitungannya, nggak ada kayak
I suppose now you probably understand
bonus
why your
damage
court is
dari
called the
reaction
opera
element kan,
epiclese.
But Farina is
aja
only
sebenarnya.
human, isn't she?
Ya jadi
Even though
ya,
she has had a
semoga
long life,
kata sih ya,
her
Arlecchino
mind
kan
is no stronger
lebih
than that
apa
of any
lebih
other.
kayaknya apa lebih ke
Cannot begin to fathom
apa
what
lebih
she.
It has indeed. It's
support kan
been thought, and
apa
all
dengar sih
along,
lebih ke support.
she's been playing her
Jadi ya,
part in the most
ya kalau misalnya emang
unimaginably long,
bagus
unbearably
supportnya ya
lonely,
coba aja sih
and
nanti pokoknya
agonizingly painful.
apa di grinding terus pokoknya. Oh Inggris ya apa namanya dubnya yang apa emang pakai dub yang Inggris. Jepang bisa apa dub Jepang bisa aja tapi nggak gue pakai dub Inggris. Gue pakai dubbing Inggris. Soalnya kalau mau jadi bahan short apa di YouTube apa Jepang nggak begitu apa namanya takutnya mau sebenarnya bisa cukup menarik sih. Tapi kadang nggak usah jadi short agak malas juga sih soalnya ngedit ngetranslate-nya di short itunya agak males. Mau sebenarnya bisa aja sih.
Oh,
Tapi
who
bikinnya nggak bisa
permitted
cepet.
you to come onto the stage? All right.
Bikinnya nggak bisa
It is
cepet
not
sayangnya.
my intent to reprimand you. There is no need. I am
Dipercepat. Soalnya nggak sedikit lagi nih.
Dear audience, the performance is experiencing a technical difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it soon enough. Hey, what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards? Guards!
Plans changed.
Wah. Masa tinggal dikit lagi deh ini. Apa namanya? Dari lanjutan yang live sebelumnya. Sedikit lagi. Before a mirror. Oh iya Pak, nungguin Scarf juga ya. Nanti kan keluar Scarf di scene-nya nanti.
Farina.
Nungguin Scarf.
Who's that? Who's calling me? Where are you?
Be
Scarf-
not
scarf.
nervous. Be not afraid.
Wait a moment. You're mirror me? Mirror me.
Oh,
The prophecy.
What prophecy? The people.
Oh,
nggak lapar tapi nanya aja makanan sih masih bisa nahan.
I will tell you.
Oh, as for that, if the prophecy will, if there were
I
Ntar
suppose.
makan itu aja lah.
Don't
Makan apa
worry.
aja.
play at,
That's right. If you can.
but
Don't worry. Being
Iya.
a human, remember.
Nasi udah mau habis ya.
so
Ah, gue belum masak
how
nasi.
long am I
To
Tadi udah stream masih
accomplish this
mikir gue masak
mission,
nasi.
but
trial?
Karena di rumah gue lagi nggak ada yang masak nasi, jadi gue masak nasi sendiri. Ya nggak apa-apa sih, gampang aja masak nasi. Ya lihat nanti lah. Ya kalau enggak nasinya buat besok gue makan yang lain aja. Nah kali gue ngerebus mie enak kayaknya kan, soalnya kan habis hujan-hujan gini. Ngerebus mie kayaknya enak. Tapi nyucinya males. Ya kontra kok, serba kontra.
What should I say? I'm sure you've all heard. In truth, as the god Fosalor, once again, this I thought I might.
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity.
Fresh.
Did you hear that? She even told us to send her
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest.
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might
Wait, what's going on? Right. Mute, calm down, Farina. Think assertive, with a strong... Now, I was wondering if some weak... You may consider my previous act a door gift of sorts. I thought... Now then, let us be reintroduced.
So that was just a
Nanti setelah
performance. How could I have
Argenti,
forgotten that we were
karakternya.
inside an opera house?
Kayaknya asik juga itu punya karakter.
Personality. It's quite shocking.
Setelah Argenti, sebelum Dr. Ratio.
Such a fascinating and bold
Masih lama,
deity.
tapi bisa.
How wonderful.
Sekarang masih nyimpen. Sekarang untuk Kestaren masih nyimpen, Nita masih nyimpen.
It seems I've turned them around. My dear people,
Karakter bintang
whether
4
you
nih.
acknowledge
Karena
me
kayaknya
or not,
sekarang gue lebih
whether you trust me or nay,
ngumpulin
I
bintang
say to
ngumpulin
you,
bintang 4
keep
karakter
faith
banget
in
tuh.
your ardor for... We have heard it said that this nation, the scales of may law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our worship. There is no trouble in this world that justice can... So long as I, the Archon Focalor, step...
Opera House Furina. Nah. Ya di sini. Scene sebelumnya.
Lady Farina, here are today's case reports as well.
Come now, was I not just at the opera? Besides, none of these trials were the one that I'm looking forward to the most.
If I may be so impertinent.
A magnificent, dramatic, and wondrous trial. A trial to end all things.
That's true. I fear I lack the ability to grasp your divine thought, Lady Archon.
No need for fright, and do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now, do your duties. The trial I await. It will come one day.
Mission New Village.
Lady Farina, I don't know what to say. Thank you for agreeing to see me.
No need to thank me. Or rather... I'm afraid. All right. Deuteria, is it?
He's doing...
Victoria.
You're...
Lightning lampu.
Lady Farina, here are the latest hydrological reports. As for the specific parameters you asked to take note of,
I see. It's as I thought then. As your god, I did already expect this, but I wanted to see how far your human wisdom would allow you to analyze it. All manner of signs indicate that the prophecy will still come to pass. Forget it. That's not something you need to worry about right now.
well, as I understand it, the Fontaine Research Institute is also trying to find a way to counter the rising water levels.
Really? Have they found anything?
I'm afraid that they haven't found any effective solution thus far.
Oh, is that so? Well, no wonder. This issue has reached the realm of the gods, after all. Still, their spirit is praiseworthy.
Not bad.
The day is finally over. I haven't had a moment to breathe this whole time. But it's good to see that everything's getting on track. There are no longer any voices of suspicion. Maybe this is fine.
This
I
is
just
fine.
need to keep going, and everyone will be saved. All right, Farina, don't think too hard about this. You need rest. Tomorrow's a new day.
Tomorrow's a new day.
Lady Farina, here are the new trial reports for the latest cases, as well as a summary of the follow-up.
There'll be no need for that. I've seen them all.
Lady Farina, I've waited so.
Indeed, my dear loyal citizen. This joyous moment is an honor for us both.
Angle-nya lumayan. Angle-nya okay.
Lady Farina, we're detecting significant hydrological anomalies near Poisson.
Understood.
Poisson.
Keep monitoring. Keep me informed should anything come up at the Institute.
Institusi kali ya.
I don't think I let anything slip today.
Okay.
I must show the people that there is nothing to worry about. I just
Nothing to worry about.
don't know when these days will end. I feel utterly exhausted. Best to rest early today too.
Capek. Oke. Oh, bisa kayak gini ya? Oke. Taruh itunya di tengah kali ya. Oke. Hendak flashback ini ya. Opera House, Farina.
Lady
Opera
Farina,
House.
it's like a dream being able to speak with you up close like this. I've heard that the first member of our family who was honored to receive an audience with you was Madame Deoteria, almost 20 generations ago.
20 generation.
And what a fine family yours is indeed. It brings me
Cringe.
Surely you exaggerate.
What is it, good citizen?
Are you crying?
Really now?
Okay.
I didn't even notice. This must be the overflow of hydro from my person.
Overflow hydro.
Can't quite help being the
Bisa aja
god whose dominion is the water.
ngalas gitu ya.
Can I?
No wonder. A manifestation of your power.
Hahaha.
So interminable.
Much longer.
So lonely. Just how much longer? Hundreds of years must have passed by now.
Apa nih? Kok ada
The
pesan
show
masuk nih?
must go on for hundreds more. I never imagined that it would hurt so much.
Oh, apa namanya?
Have I reached my
apa?
limit?
Banyak notif di HP dan isinya kadang-kadang ada yang oke untuk
I
dicek
reached it long ago.
notifnya,
Today
ada juga yang tidak bagus
notice my
dan
own
ya biasa aja.
tears. I want to tell someone, anyone about this. But would that not destroy all I've done so far? I've conducted so many investigations across the centuries.
Century.
There's not even a sliver of hope that we might break the prophecy. All I can do is keep heart. I must maintain this act. It is the only way to save Fontaine.
Fontaine.
Please, mirror me. You have to succeed.
Mirror Me. Ya. Opera House, Furina. Kasian sih emang, agak miris ngeliatnya.
Farina, you don't have to shoulder this burden alone. Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone. Your people are more than willing to share your burden with you.
People. My voice. Giant magic box.
Share my burden. That's impossible.
Kabel.
It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared,
Duty.
you can still choose to confide in someone. Just share it with me. I'm what you'd call a witness.
A witness. Yes, I've heard that you
Witness
came to
itu
that from beyond the
artinya
stars, yes.
itu
In other words, you never belonged here. And if Tavat is in its entirety a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you?
Bukan tersangka apa ya artinya?
If that's the case,
Yang maksudnya itu dia yang melihat kejadian
he's
gitu loh.
right.
Witness
could
itu
confide in
dia
him,
yang
couldn't
melihat
I?
kejadian.
But
Apa ya bahasa
if
Indonesia
things
gampang
don't
ya,
play
gue
out
lupa
as
deh.
expected, the people
Dia
of
yang
Fontaine
dia yang
will be
melihat
the ones to pay
kejadian.
the price. No, Farina.
Bukan
You
narasumber.
shouldn't be selfish.
Witness apa ya, gue lupa bahasa Indonesianya. Kalau gue nangkepnya itu
What if it's
dia
really
yang melihat itu dia yang melihat kejadian.
You've worked so hard for so
Ada apa ya witness?
so
Gue
long.
lupa artinya witness apa.
Surely it would be okay to put yourself first for once. Just this once.
Lupa
Is
apa
it such
artinya.
an outrageous thing to do anyway? To find someone in whom you can confide your frustrations and sorrows? Surely it could not hurt.
Witness.
If you let this
Gue lupa artinya apa.
opportunity slip through your fingers, it might never come by again. Think about it.
Klik.
Long and hard. No, I have nothing to say. I am Farina, the Archon of Fontaine. Everything will surely get better. All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness my performance until the curtains fall.
The Traveler.
Fine.
So even Farina doesn't know the truth? You've never once let her in on the full plan?
Yes, it had to be
Yes.
done. To deceive the heavenly principles, you must first deceive yourself. She did very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, Fontaine would have been doomed to the most tragic fate. It seems
fate.
that trusting humanity was the right decision after all.
I believe that I understand how your deception works, but that is only half the truth, is it not? How would you build on this foundation to save the people of Fontaine? That is the most important thing.
Ah, good. Of course, the Iudex of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux of the issue. I'm sure you've long sensed that the Oratrice is no simple machine, yes?
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a human voice within the core chamber. It now seems that that person was you, hidden within the machine all along. Am I right?
And then I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me.
Gnosis.
Yes, it would seem so, wouldn't it? Alas,
Gnosis.
your understanding of this device still lacks sufficient depth. In truth, it is no enactor of justice. It is, in fact, a device created to kill the god of justice.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, you have it. And to be more precise, not only will the oratories take down the god of justice, it will also take down the divine throne upon which she has been placed. I mean, did you think I would be the sort to enjoy peaceful repose while Farina suffered? My work over these last 500 years has been to constantly accumulate indemnitium within the oratories. But really, some have already discovered that only a small fraction of the energy generated by the device was ever used to provide power to Fontaine. The vast majority had to be, accumulated to enact this death sentence.
It was all part of your plan then? Both the trial and the sentence?
Indeed. This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians for millennia had it only been used for that purpose. Almost all of it has now been stored within the oratories. But only power of this magnitude could hope to destroy the Hydro Archon's divine throne, shaking the rules established by Celestia and breaking through the institution that is the Seven.
So the Oratrice's call for death was for neither Farina nor Focalor, but for the Hydro Archon. The destruction of that divine throne. If I do not misunderstand your intent, you must be...
Returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course. In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to the Hydro Dragon of this planet.
But...
Ketelat ngomong yang ucapannya.
Oh, what? Getting sad again, are we? The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be yours once more, O Hydro Dragon Sovereign. And this is the face you make.
Once more.
All you've done throughout the years is just so you can sacrifice yourself at the very end.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Even now, I'm quite pleased at how well my deception worked.
Sacrifice.
Hydro Dragon, don't cry.
Hydro Dragon.
I must say, had it been within my rights, I would have loved to judge the heavenly principles themselves. Were they not guilty of essentially the same crime? Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea, and the heavenly principles stole the power you ancient dragons possessed. I, for my part, am the god of justice. And is it not just that your original powers should be returned to you? Speaking of justice, I have always believed that justice lies in the process of pursuing human existence itself. So, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine's original sin, then, leaving matters of procedural right and wrong aside, the descent of the Fontainians as humans and their right to exist in this world would be Fontaine's original justice. In other words, existence was Egeria's justice, and to me, justice is the continuation of that existence. Defying the prophecy and ensuring that Fontaine's people shall live on, that should be the justice enthroned over all others. At this point, we, whether it be myself or all other Fontainians, have shouldered the burden of this sin for far too long. Iudex Nervillet, the highest judge in our land, when you regain your full power as an elemental sovereign, What verdict shall you pass upon us?
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as Eudex, I see now that that was your idea too. At last, I now understand the true purpose behind this position. In the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living alongside them have gradually brought about mutual understanding between us. And I have even attempted to feel as they feel. You are a devious one, Focalor. Things being as they are, surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
Guilty. Huh. Wow.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common. Farewell, Nervalette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Tuh, ngelek dikit. Pedangnya keren sumpah. Pedangnya keren. Manusia.
Eudex Nervalette, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
Akhirnya rujanya berhentikan ya. Berarti Nervalette kemampuan sesungguhnya sudah balik berarti ya. Tinggal kapan nih timing masuk apa ngajar ikan paus itu.
What just happened? Has the death sentence been carried out?
Was that bright light some sort of misdirection? I have a feeling that something huge just happened.
But since we're all still alive and haven't been dissolved, I assume whatever happened was good for us.
It's time to end this. We must mete out punishment to that beast.
Sing.
Didn't you say just a moment ago that it can't be defeated?
I have gained the strength sufficient to deal with it. Through certain means, I now have the ability to separate the power of the primordial sea from that creature. We should seize the opportunity to pursue our quarry. Traveler, now that the oratories can no longer function, I require an executor to help me mete out justice.
Executor.
The root of the calamities befalling Fontaine the beast that enacts the prophecy. Its name is the all-devouring narwhal. Come with me, traveler. The hour of execution has come.
Asik. An hour of execution. Ngeri gila bahasanya. Ber. Artinya hajar ikan paus. Dan ternyata ikan paus itu hanya peliharaan ya. Wow.
But how are we going to do that? It's huge!
I've already done my best to separate the power from primordials. Considering the size of the beast, I cannot reach the power source. Unless we can find a way to attack it from within. We shall share a part of the ancient remedy. We shall look forensically together. Feel that sorrow turning into
Kalau itu
hostility.
nyawanya kalau udah setengah baru itu ya.
Illusion shattered!
Nah, sebenarnya gue main ini sudah ngelawan bos ini sebanyak 2 kali sih. Lumayan.
The all-devouring narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility. Chance will present itself.
Oke, lawan yang kita bagian yang di dalam ya berarti. Nah,
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
curang. Ah. Oh, scarf. Scarf. Aha. Gila dilempar kan gampangnya. Cantik cu. Cantik.
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. Should have been my job, but
Oh well.
oh well. It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime. Well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I
Kapan
thought.
bisa dapetin scarf ya?
What a blunder. I suppose I'll
bisa
have to
dapetin
swing my
scarf?
sword
Kapan?
3 million times as penance.
Bisa lama banget kayaknya. Cuk. Alah.
That power. Who are you exactly?
Hyman has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master. Skirk, right? It's just that he gave us the impression that she was the
Less.
talkative person.
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, on the other hand, managed to defeat the all-devouring narwhal without using power from beyond this world. So you may speak to me as equals. I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial waters just to raise an all-devouring narwhal. That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that creature has going for it is its looks. All in all, it fails as a pet.
Miss Skirk?
Miss Skirk.
I think you might have missed the point.
The point being?
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation. So what sort of person is your master? Well, child's master's master.
Benar-benar tembus.
Right. So you don't know him. Sorry, I assumed you did.
Keren sumpah.
His name is Sertologi.
Sertologi. The Fool. Yang itu kakek-kakek tua
I
itu
am
ya.
unfamiliar with that name.
Sertologi.
So master isn't sufficiently famous.
The Fool.
How should I describe him then? Have you heard of the name The Fowl?
The Fowl?
Foul.
Still nothing? Well,
The Foul.
how about the Visionary? Vetterfulnir then? Or Gold Rhine-Daughter?
Oh, that one we've heard. Rhine-Daughter's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. I don't actually know them either. But I suppose you understand now, yes? My master is likely a similar sort to Rhine-Daughter. They are both pursuing some form of perfection.
Perfection.
Wait, didn't you also mention a visionary person? Paimon didn't quite catch their name.
Actually, never mind that. I believe it expedient to inform you that the all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you. Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas to digest. As such, the fontaine back on the surface has most likely been thrown into chaos. In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
Full swing.
What?
Full swing. Full swing. However,
Not to worry. Focalor has already managed to deceive the heavenly principles.
heavenly principles.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne.
Ang gelam ya.
Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Initiate emergency rescue!
Rio Tesla.
Hurry! Hey, lend a hand! Look! The water's receding!
Airnya surut.
It's a miracle! The water's receding. We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong.
Tapi konten sempat tenggelam dulu berarti ya.
Are you alright?
We're saved. The prophecy was wrong.
Prophecy.
The soul renewed. The Spirit of Rasula talks post-disaster rebuilding. I recently visited Poisson to meet with Miss Navia, spokesperson of the Spirit of Rasula, and we spoke about Poisson's present and future. Old soil can still give birth to new bloom, Miss Navia stated. Hope is like seeing a small cookie when you're starving late at night. You just need a little of it. Skyship Winglet, lunar brain of the Fontaine Research Institute. The various disputes that have arisen on account of Mr. Edwin have suddenly become a shield over the Institute, with Jurier turning out to be a once overlooked hidden gem. People always call the first researcher mad, but few know what to call the second. And should that latter person achieve a miracle, they would find it all the Wow! Paimon barely recognizes the people in the reports. Are those really Jurier and Navia? They sound like real big shots.
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The Steambird's idea was pretty simple. With the disaster just having passed, we would print a free edition packed to the margins with good news to calm people down. The value for these big scoops lies in their inevitable follow-ups. We'll publish further reports and go into the stories behind those people. Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a true flying ship, while Navia is leading people in the reconstruction of their home. I'm sure that these stories could draw even your well-traveled eye.
Hoping will play out.
Wait a minute. Didn't we watch everything happen from start to finish? What's there to be curious about?
And that's exactly why I'd like you to come conduct interviews with me. You're the best incubators of news, if you haven't noticed. And also, with you around, I'm sure I'll get to see that Duke.
Are you sure? Hasn't he turned you down several times already?
Oh, this time will be different. Come on, let's head to Poisson first, and then make a trip to the fortress. There are some things you'll only know when you get there.
Tears Among the Stars. Ting. Lalu Tears Among the Stars itu nggak salah bahan buat itu kah? Bahan ini kah? No. Tears Among the Stars apa itu achievement aja kah? Achievement doang. Oke, achievement. Just an achievement. Poison. Ke Poison, ke base-nya Spina di Rosula. Belum heal. Heal. cukup versatile juga sih, bisa support, bisa jadi sub DPS juga bisa, healer bisa. Nah, tapi belum ada yang ikan itu ya, ikan masih belum dibikin.
It's you.
Hey, we're just having a look around.
I'm here to update myself on how things are going. Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garunt Snezhevich. He represented the Knave in sending us a large amount of supplies, and is helping with our work. Our residents are hard at work as well. Thanks to everyone, work is progressing nicely. We've lost a lot of people, but we're moving forward. That will have to be enough.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours. I especially like that article you wrote last year about Fontaine's stray cats. But if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too much in your report? It's not charity we're doing here. We just happen to share the same interests as the Spina.
I get where you're coming from. I'll keep it as simple as possible. Or would you be willing to feature
Friendly
as
neighborhood.
friendly neighbors?
That would be fine. Thanks.
No, ada orang-orang baik juga ya di itu
You're
ya.
back too.
Loh.
How are things?
We finished laying down the construction materials. It'll be another hour before the workers are able to go over there.
Huh? You're here too, Clorinde?
Chlorine.
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Farina. So she's here in Poisson to wait out the heat. All right. She really came here to help me out.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson.
Poisson.
The Spina has need of more decision makers. And, well, I do already happen to be connected to Mr. Callas.
Mr. Callas.
Wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions? You know, about how you felt before the duel, about what it was like facing down a god. There's lots of exciting material there, I bet.
Forget it. I'm sure you can find a better theme than that, Miss Charlotte.
I see you're the same as always. Couldn't you do me a favor, for Navia's sake?
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake, you might as well just take a few more photos of me. Or of the traveler. It's better than wasting time persuading Chlorinde at any rate.
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let him off that easy. All right, then everyone who wants to be in the photo, gather up. And smile.
Navia, Tuan Putri.
How did it go? Was it a good shot? Did Paimon look cute in it?
Not bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots.
Ubur.
All right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
You're very quick.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the news, and freshness is the key. Also, not to brag, but I'm pretty good at building connections. Who knows? I might eventually get that interview with you after all, Miss Clorinde.
Wow, you really do have that never say die spirit. I'm impressed.
Spirit.
I'll hazard a
Never
guess that this is
die.
how you got that interview at the Fortress of Maripede.
Never say die.
Whoa, you're well informed. Let me make a guess too. I asked Sijuin, who told Monsieur Nervillette, and he told you, right?
That's a very complete information chain.
In truth, all Monsieur Neuvillette asked me was, when did the fortress become so friendly towards the media? I told him that it was best not to speak too soon. There's no guarantee that Rising will make a personal appearance.
Kasian kancingnya.
You're right.
Menahan.
I've got to treasure every moment I have with them. In which case, I'll be making a move first.
Stay safe now. And tell me if you hear anything interesting. I'll treat you to afternoon tea in exchange.
Fortress of Maripede. Q, dikit lagi.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgic feeling to this place.
Looks like you've been missing us.
Rio Tessel.
Duke! Did you
Duke.
come all the way to the entrance to greet us?
Of course. I'm here to welcome you and our dear Miss Charlotte, whom our good head nurse recommended to me.
It's an honor to finally meet the much-rumored Duke.
Thank you for consenting to my visit to the fortress, sir.
No need to thank me. But that said, I shouldn't be the focus of your interview. I trust you recall our agreement?
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
This way. Agreement. Jegrek.
Hey, no need to be so nervous. Miss Charlotte.
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her face to appear beside...
Sir, please don't say things like that.
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it.
No, I just... This is my first time...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually did meet Mr. Edwin once. And I'll be honest, I enjoyed chatting with you more. You've definitely got the boat that brought about a miracle, the art that saved the... Still, if I might ask, where's that flying ship now?
Huh! Looks like Charlotte's trying to get herself another exclusive scoop.
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowels of our factory. I'm afraid it won't be easy for you to get a shot of it.
Really? Well, then in that case, could I have an interview with you to make up for that loss?
Curang. What squeeze?
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps you'd like to take another photo?
Did you really have to use the word couple? Well, then, 2 solo photos will do.
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone help me have a look.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like to try this new drink I came up with?
Ah, Siegeween.
Hey, Miss Charlotte. What? Sure. Come on, Miss Siegeween. Over this way. Let's find a brighter spot.
Healer.
Sure. Do I have to smile? So, how have things been at the fortress?
Same old, as you can see. Fontaine's undergone some changes, but this place is still more or less the same.
Other than that flying ship, it got a tad too much attention, I think.
That's why I decided to let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinions toward the behind-the-scenes heroes. Am I right, Mr. Jurier? Miss Lorvine?
You're too kind, sir. I believe that you too should have your day in the sun.
I'll just leave the spotlight to you two.
Rio Tessel.
I see. Lots of things happened that day, huh? Anyway, regarding that Harbinger, I'm not sure you remember, but his 3 young followers are still waiting for his return.
He sure did win them over, huh?
I'll tell them that there's good news and bad news. The good being that their boss seems fine, and the bad being that they must face extended sentences for abetting his escape.
Abetting?
Oh, actually, what about you? Are things gonna change for you too?
What change can there be? The fortress will keep chugging along, and so will my duties.
Chugging along.
As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
Hey everyone, the photo shoot's done.
Good. In that case, let's call it a day here.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, traveler, let's go. Till next time, everyone.
There'll be a next time?
Maybe. Who knows? I might write a story about the underwater factory next time. Until then. All right. Last stop, the docks.
The docks. The docks. Oh. Jauh ya dari mana ke mana ya? Oke. Lini, ada Lini di situ.
Navia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others after working together. Apparently, they've been at the docks distributing these strange pockets the whole time since.
Traveler, Paimon.
Traveler.
Oh, and Miss Charlotte, too.
Traveler.
Would you like a magic pocket?
Penggambaran.
What sort of gadget is it?
It's a wondrous bag that can be used to carry many things. The water level has returned to normal, but if you see any of your things floating around, you can use this to carry them. Or you could trick a friend into doing it for you.
Trick a friend? I wonder which of my friends would fall for that.
Sudah. Okay.
You could just make a friend like Fremine here.
Fremine.
Isn't that right, Fremine?
Fremine.
Is this what you meant by, I'll help you make some more friends?
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your contact, please?
Sure. Please, write down my address.
You sure are working hard to help Fremine socialize.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Pear as an assistant, and later Fremine himself. In the future, I think we can leave underwater escape magic to him too.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Oh, it'll work out. Every journey begins with the first step. He'll become a part of our show eventually.
Lynette, could you come over? Miss Charlotte says she wants to take a...
Got it.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to say to you. So, how have things been, traveler? Father says that you did a great deal during the latest events. She's very grateful for your contributions to Fontaine.
That's all right. We were more than happy to help. So, what's she doing now?
Oh, I guess you haven't heard. Well, after Lady Farina left, Father and Monsieur Neuvillette opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomatic gift.
What? Ya, gnosisnya diserahkan.
Diplomatic gift?
Gnosis.
Yes, I was quite surprised at first myself. But when I thought it over, there were actually a number of things going for it.
Diserahkan kembali.
It could have been done as an apology for the incident with Lord Child, or as thanks for his help in tying the all-devouring narwhal down. Furthermore, Father did also lend significant aid to Fontaine and Poisson.
That's true, but this is a gnosis we're talking about. Doesn't this seem a bit irresponsible?
I would agree, but I've also heard that it seems that Monsieur Neuvillette has had a significant change of heart regarding the matter.
So there's some reason for this that only Neuvillette knows about?
I suspect you'll have to ask him about that yourself. Yes, speaking of which, I did see him strolling around the entrance to the fortress of Meripede a while.
Isn't he real busy and stuff? But back to the topic. The gnosis was given to the knave, right? What about Child?
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to recover from his wounds. I hear that the recent disaster really did a number on his health.
So I guess I can now call him one of my war buddies.
That's true. When you think about it, we had loads of run-ins with the Fatui. To think we'd be allied with them this time.
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
Father!
Well, what do you know? Come to the docks to see how my children are doing and meet the traveler by chance. Please do not pay my accomplishments in Fontaine too much mind. I would have done them regardless.
Are you going to take the gnosis back to Snezhnaya?
Snezhnaya.
That is our duty as harbingers, yes. Don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world. With such a grand goal in mind, it is inevitable that we must wear many masks. Switching my masks is something I've always done.
Will you keep to your position?
Well, that depends on many things. No one truly knows what the future holds. What good is honesty if you can't rely on it forever? As for you,
I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners. A vision?
Vision.
All right. I'll remember to return it. Thank you for keeping it safe for him this entire time.
Didn't name.
That's a wrap for me. Huh? You're...
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Miss Journalist.
Sheesh. Hello. If I'm not mistaken, there are diplomatic channels I'll need to report to take a photo of you.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming rookie talent.
Rookie talent.
I will.
The sea breeze is quite pleasant. I shall continue my walk while the weather remains so agreeable. Farewell.
Farewell, Father.
Oh, she has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews. Thank you all. This'll be more than enough for me to write about, I'm sure.
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, Traveler, Paimon, you take one too.
Magic pocket.
To move things about?
That's right. Funny. I was giving out magic pockets when we first met too. And what do you know? I'm doing the exact same thing right now. So many things have happened, but the pockets are still the pockets. I guess this must be life. We will all follow our own paths, and serendipity will lead you to your fated friends. All right then. We'll be handing out pockets in some other districts later, so we'll get going now. Have a good day, you two.
Okay.
Well, guess we sent Charlotte off. Shall we go see what Neverlette's doing? As long as he's not so busy that he doesn't have time to chat anyway.
Okay. Lanjut lagi ceritanya. Set. Ujung-ujung. Wah. Ini Violet berarti jadi penutupnya ya. Bulletin board.
The entrance to the fortress! Ooh, he really is there!
Okay.
So, you really are here, Neverlette! Paimon didn't think you were going to have free time this hour of the day.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linny. He took the time to greet me earlier when he passed this way. In any case, you came at a good time. I was just considering reaching out to you to set up a meeting, so I may explain some things that I haven't had the time to before.
Aw, Paimon's glad that you remembered. Thank you for keeping us on your mind, what with you being busy and all. Alright, let's have it then. How was Fontaine actually saved? The whole business is still quite the mystery to us.
It is strange how words can often leave a bitter taste in the mouth when it finally comes time to say them out loud.
That day. Fontaine.
Whoa. So that's what happened? Focalord destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you, transforming you into a fully fledged elemental dragon sovereign. But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontainians from dissolving.
For me, the authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element.
Absolute
Fontainians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of mimics. But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood, after the fashion in which life was first brought into being on this planet. In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontanians became true humans, and thus would naturally no longer be dissolved by water from the primordial sea.
Fossilor must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key to making the prophecy appear to have come true while saving everyone. Yeah, and in a manner of speaking, Fossilor finally managed to fulfill the original Hydro Archon's wish to turn Oceanids into real people too!
Oceanids.
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it. I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the all-devouring narwhal. But whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider him the root cause of the disaster. At most, he would have had tangential liability. As for the judgment passed by the oratrice during the trial, whether it was due to that liability by association or Fossilor deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off, I cannot say.
Guess Fossilor had Fontanians in mind the whole time. In the end, it was thanks to her that they finally became real humans. Hang on a second. Paimon suddenly got another question. Back when Fontanians hadn't yet become real humans, were the children they had also transformed Oceanids?
Life has always flowed like water.
I see.
Do you recall how Fontanians would often come to the Fountain of Lucine to pray for children?
Yeah, Lynette said the fountain is where all the waters in Fontaine converge.
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no mere custom, but instead a form of ritual. Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans in the coming months.
Paimon sorta gets it now. Either way, it seems like this ritual won't be of any further use. But it'll...
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Yeah, about that. Risley said Farina has already left. What's that all about?
Ah, Lady Farina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me, before leaving the Opera House. I related Fossilor's words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened nor comforted. She simply said that she was tired and needed to rest. Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the Opera House, not unlike how an ordinary person might.
But she's still got a place to stay, right?
You need not worry. I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel. In truth, I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her spirit will, of course, take time to heal. But now that she no longer has to play the role of Fossilor the Hydro Archon, she can finally lay down her burdens and lead a normal life.
Tapi umurnya masih panjang atau enggak tuh? Itu kan gue tanya juga tuh.
Now that you've regained your full powers
Walaupun Farina sekarang
After
udah jadi
Fossilor
manusia
passed
biasa kan.
on, the oratrice also
Berarti
ceased
dari
to
umur
function.
gimana dong berarti? Apakah
This
tetap
matter will directly affect
500
our
tahun?
trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our courts. From now on, I shall hear cases and pass verdicts by myself.
Looks like you're still considering stuff from the perspective of the Udex, huh?
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But this power and this duty, in a manner of speaking, you could say that both were granted to me. As such, before I attend to my other responsibilities, I must first and foremost continue to serve Fontaine as its highest judge. The duty of the Hydro Sovereign and the duty of the Udex shall coexist within my person. Additionally, the Hydro Archon's departure has brought about another problem, which is that the Opera House shall no longer produce indemnitium.
That's true. That power was derived from the people's faith in the Hydro Archon, wasn't it? Wait, but the various mechs and machines in the city are all still okay. Where are they getting their energy from?
As I am now, I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute. Another reason why I cannot quite leave Fontaine immediately.
Wow. This ancient dragon's authority stuff is really quite useful, huh?
Quite useful.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Konten Genosis.
Oh, that's right! They say you've given it to the knave as a diplomatic gift or something!
Leaving aside their intentionality, the two Fatui Harbingers have indeed done much for us during this crisis. Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, would seem to be the Gnosis. The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more, and I do not need the Gnosis's power. As such, it has lost all meaning for Fontaine. If the Fatui have impure designs, then we might as well accede to their request now, and avoid unnecessary conflict.
What complicated considerations? Paimon thought you were just giving it to them out of gratitude to the knave and as an apology to Child.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
About next stop or
You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume.
Natlan.
I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel guide, so all I can do is tell you what I know about that land.
Negara api ya.
As
Natlan.
far as I'm aware, Natlan can
Nation
be
of
said to be a nation of dragons.
Nation of dragons.
A nation of dragons? You mean like you?
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution. Large numbers of them have entered a form of coexistence with humanity. Natlan is also the nation of war. War ravages those lands like an undying flame. There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from my negotiations with the knave that I believe may be useful to you. The harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring of war.
Sounds like a real tough customer. Seriously, everywhere you look, there's a Fatui Harbinger doing their thing.
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before going to Natlan. In the meantime, Fontaine's doors will always be open to you.
Fontaine door.
Ask away.
Natlan berikutnya.
I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Natlan.
Hang on a sec. Paimon still got a question about Gnosis. When we spoke to Lenny earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis had clearly changed. We guessed that there might be some reason for it that only you were aware of.
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence division. They are certainly sharp. So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you. In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
Skirk.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on. You hurry over soon as well, all right, Nervalet?
What next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference. I can finally catch the scent of your power, what it's made of. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god's curse mixed in. It's quite a novel blend. I'm sure I've encountered something like this before.
Glen of
What
Dragon.
was it again?
I do not know what you speak of.
Ah, of course. How could I forget? You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
Remains? I've never heard of any such thing.
According to your parlance,
Gnosis.
I believe it may be called a gnosis.
Well, that much is true. After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her gnosis to me. But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
I've been training with my master, the Foul, ever since I was young, and I have never returned to the surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him. It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense, which is why there are so many problems in our attempts to communicate with humans. Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you. To live in itself is a blessing. But once a person dies, the bonds he once had with this world shall all turn to curses.
What do you mean by that?
No need to fret. These are just my personal thoughts, and my reason for no longer wishing to return to the surface.
This third descender you refer to, who are they? And when did they die?
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know. If you're interested though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next time.
Next time? You believe we will meet again?
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the messenger then.
Kalau lihat tidak ada genosis 50-50 sih, bisa jadi playable atau enggak. Genosis apa kalau nggak ada vision.
That's what she told me. Whether it would prove useful or not, I wanted to pass that information on to you.
The remains of the third descender? So that's what the gnosis actually are. Paimon just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could they be a person's remains?
All the same, assuming that there was no misunderstanding or special metaphor at play.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should check it, which is why you gave it to the Fatui.
If she speaks the truth, then I would simply be putting Fontaine at unnecessary risk by keeping it here.
Descender. I am the fourth descender. Maybe.
I guessed that you might already be familiar with this concept, but I did not expect you to be one of them. That means that the gnosis, which are exceedingly element compatible and can even enhance elemental abilities, do indeed come from the third descender.
Berarti kakaknya berarti.
I wonder,
Yang apa? Saudara
does your body
perempuannya
also
berarti ya?
possess similar properties?
Like being able to use elemental powers without a vision. That doesn't count as special compatibility, right?
With a vision.
No, let's not think about this stuff right now. It just feels creepy. Comparing the traveler to the dead third descender and all.
No one dies so
That's
easily.
what you say, but this topic still feels like bad luck. Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him. Or go look for his master and get the answers that way.
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information is lacking. The same is true of being at court.
All right. Whatever the case, it seems like the crisis here in Fontaine's over for now.
Yes. All of Focalor's efforts were for this moment as well.
But she sacrificed herself in the end as a god, and she suffered through all those years as a human. Was that really what she wanted?
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will.
God's will.
I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds in the sky, they will one day return to the earth as raindrops.
Raindrops.
Life flows like water, and rain is the final answer. The water levels may sometimes tilt one way or another, but the rain falls fairly upon all. And what, ultimately, is the difference between the rains that fall upon all of us?
Oke, akhirnya selesai.
It seems from your expressions that you still have... Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it. I suggest that you fully prepare...
Oke. Cerita yang menarik, jujur. Ada lagi kan? Habis. Waduh, kejar rivalnya. Start request dulu. Shop, cek berapa keprimo sekarang yang didapatkan. Punya untuk wartel 5, tapi gue tahan dulu karena gue mungkin butuh satu weapon. Ini gue bisa nahan. 485. Oke. So far so good. 5 aman sih. Soalnya masih tahun depan banget kan di bulan April. Jadi gue masih bisa nahan Primon dengan banyak, masih aman. Aman. Ya ngomong gue belum mengelilingi ini ya. Tempat ya. Keliling aja deh. Keliling dulu.
Everyone hold hands.
Shine down!
Yoo-hoo!
Oke, berarti harus nyari ini lagi, nyari kunci berkeliling.
Here you go.
Buka the key, cari lagi kuncinya. There you go.
Hey! Yeah! Shower me with praise!
Oke, kunci dapat lagi. Kunci yang terakhir gue perlu. Antara gue lawan musuh atau enggak ya, ada berkeliling ya. Boleh. Yang itu gue bagaimana ya? Oh, dapat. Syukurlah. Oke, dapat kunci lagi, nice. Oke. Bisa buka kuncinya.
What a pleasant surprise! Truly an extra slice of joy.
Oke, dapat kunci. Lengkap kuncinya. Oke, good. Semuanya dapat. Good. Iya, bakar. Dwelling sigil. Oke. Nanti lagi situ ada. Oke.
Flicker.
Harta karun. Banyak harta karun. Mungkin memang harus mulai berkeliling untuk konten sih.
I see everything.
There is no...
Take it. Go on. You have my approval.
Oke. Halo Kejushiraki, halo lo, thank you udah mampir, thank you udah mampir MASKU, thank you. Ali atas bawah kah? Oke. Ini di antara itu kah? Oh, di situ digantung, oke. Iya. Oke, dapat, nice. Kalian lagi mencari. Jangan lupa subscribe ya, Kejushiraki. Jangan lupa subscribe, thank you. Taruh itu burungnya mengamung di atas. Bang, tukar stempel. Terusnya tukar stempel, gimana maksudnya bro? Tukar stempel. Maksudnya tukar stempel kayak gimana tuh maksudnya bro? Tukar stempel? Nggak ngerti deh. Maksudnya gimana tukar stempel? Masa di sini kita bisa ngeliat monster ya? Oh itu di sana sih monster kelihatan. Monster kan tuh? Monster deh. Itu kecepatan pohon ya. Event foto. Oh event foto. Boleh ada foto. Oh belum neng, gua belum ujian event foto deh, jadi gua belum punya apa-apa deh. Oh iya deh. Sorry bro, apa namanya event foto gua belum kerjain, jadi gua belum ada apa-apa. Sorry apa namanya misalnya itu soalnya event foto pun belum kerjain juga. Sorry. Kayaknya tapi nggak tahu deh bisa nggak itu nggak itu. Tapi gue event foto belum gue kerjain. Event foto ya. Kayaknya event foto enggak itu deh. Event foto belum gue kerjain kayaknya deh. Apa event foto? Nggak bisa di speedrun BTW. Oh ya? Oh. Udah sih nggak apa-apa sih. Ya udah nggak apa-apa. Asal nggak bisa di speedrun ya sudah lah. Ntar coba gue cek ya.
Illusion shattered.
Aduh.
There you go.
Kok kering, gawat. Nggak usah di speedrun ya, nggak seru lah. Nggak usah di speedrun, ya seru. Akan speedrun. Baca, iya nanti apa? Nggak seru, nggak bisa di speedrun. Kalau pengen kata speedrun, nggak ada speedrun ya. Ya sudah, nanti. Di mana kuda laut ya? Sehari masuk 10 stempel. Nah itu batas klaimnya 7 kali. Oke. Oh berarti ada batasannya berarti ya. Oh ya berarti harus dikejar berarti ya. Mainnya ya pasti harus dikejar ya. Aduh, agak males juga sebenarnya sih kayak gitu. Bisa sih kalau mau speedrun, cuman GB pakai akun tumbang. Oh, udah yang ada akun lagi gitu ya buat itu ya. Bisa aja sih. Dari gue juga ada akun satu lagi sih, jadi ya aman sih. Gue juga punya akun satu lagi. Bisa sih gue ditumbalin sih. Bisa. harus gue mainin itu main akun yang satu lagi juga berarti. Ya benar, tapi emang itu tujuannya sih emang. Ntar gue mau keliling dulu, mau keliling sebentar, harus coba cek itu ada eventnya deh. Event juga harus gue mainin sih, juga ada event yang belum gue kerjain. Nanti dikerjakan. Sengaja sekarang buka itu dulu buka tempat tele. Jadi stempelnya di semua ke akun yang pengen udah dapet primo. Oh gitu. Bisa aja sih buat barter sih, barteran bisa sih. Nanti gue cek. Stempel berarti kayaknya udah sebelumnya kayaknya ada event yang stempel juga yang kayak gitu deh. Harus barter. Gak begitu ingat. Tapi kayaknya ada. Berarti kan intinya kan sebenarnya kan itu ngumpulin stempel sebenarnya sih ngumpulin koleksi stempel sebenarnya sih ya. Oke, restart. Ini
Yep. Flicker.
ada star, kalau ada starnya. Oh di situ dah. Itu yang di sini ya. Masih cukup luas ya ini. Masih bisa yang perlu dikejar. Tempat apa ini? Ada sih foto di tempat cuman bisa di speedrun. Kok foto mungkin bisa di speedrun kali ya. Oh. Wah, jatuh lagi. Ini mengingatkan nama menara itu ya, Pak? Menara di Fontaine. Gak nyoba spiral kah, Bang? Nanti aja. Spiral nanti aja. Gua nggak terlalu ngejar spiral soalnya sih. Guanya nggak terlalu ngejar spiral. Ada kesana pasti ada. Dibandingkan spiral gue kayaknya lebih ke arah ngejar event sih. Walaupun spiral hadiahnya lumayan. Tapi gue nggak pernah nembus sampai lantai 12-3. Mentok-mentok nggak cuma lantai yang kita push kan, kita kan juga nge-pushnya kan dari segi dapetin bintang kan ya. Segi dapetin bintang dimana kan bisa dapetin primo lah kan, bisa dapetin primo. Jadi kalau misalnya nggak bisa di lantai itu nggak bisa dapetin 3 bintang juga sama aja bohong sih. Soalnya ngincarnya itu primonya bukan levelnya. Walaupun emang harus bisa dapetin primo itu kan harus nyampe ke lantai tersebut dan syarat itu kan harus terpenuhi. Tapi jadi main cuma buat explore gitu kah? Enggak juga. Ngepost spiral ya, tapi spiral bukan jadi spiral bukan jadi prioritas. Spiral bukan jadi prioritas. Ya aku mungkin ngepush ya gitu lah, pokoknya kalau gue sih spiral itu bukan jadi prioritas. Restore stamina. gue lebih ke arah nge-explore sama ini apa gimana apa namanya ngalahin bos, ngalahin bos di itu di game ya, walaupun ujung-ujungnya juga apa kalau karakter bagus kan juga bisa dipakai buat spiral juga kan. Banget dong aku biar banyak teman di Genshin. Oh silakan boleh ID-nya apa, tulis diketik aja ntar diet. Nah, apa diet kok diet nah, boleh. Oke nggak sembilan. Kalau soalnya ID-nya gue itu ntar gue cek deh. ID gue itu ini nih apa di kiri tuh. Aduh, itu ID gue. Aku explore map kayaknya tunggu bulan Desember aja deh setelah kelar UTS. Loh, bukannya Desember bukannya waktunya buat ngepush buat ujian semester pertama kan? Ujian semester pertama kan gitu kan apa? UTS lalu. Setelah UTS Desember. Oh itu cuma kuliah ya? Kuliah kan nggak salah kan UTS-nya kan juga di November. Di November ya kuliah ya? UTS gue ingatnya itu kalau masa SMA itu masuk kan Juli, Agustus, September, Oktober. Aku kuliah bang. Iya berarti benar apa namanya berarti apa kuliah. Soalnya udah lupa kalau guenya juga UTS itu di bulan-bulan November. Guenya juga lupa. sorry guenya juga lupa. Kalau dulu kuliah itu gue juga di bulan segitu. Dari Oktober November itunya UTS pas masa kuliahnya. Ya walaupun pahitnya banyak perlu semester pendek. masa kuliah emang sedikit cukup dikenang tapi kebanyakan agak asem pas kuliahnya. Semangat kuliah bong, semangat kuliah. Udah semester berapa kuliahnya? UASnya Januari. Udah semester berapa? Kizushikari? Udah semester berapa? Semester 3. Oke. Semester 3. Jurusan apa kuliahnya? Jurusan apa? Kuliah semester 3. Biasanya masih pendidikan dasar kan ya kalau nggak salah semester 3 itu. Iya deh. Semester 3 itu masih pendidikan dasar ya. Di sini kalau salah mau ambil makanan ya. Jauh deng. Nggak salah kan produksi film. Oke siap. Waduh, produksi film. Oh berarti untuk apa? Untuk produksi film berarti itu ya apa namanya? Apa jurusannya kayak mau jadi apa? Kayak mau jadi sutradara gitu ya?
Snappity snap. Print. Whoa. Hey, you.
Tapi gue pernah dengar ya apa jurusan produksi film gue dulu apa namanya jurusan gue itu pas kuliah itu apa namanya jurusannya itu gue teknik, gue jurusan teknik apa teknik industri, jurusan gue teknik industri.
Absolutely. It's just an
Gak
honor
mesti
to be able to
nggak mesti
photograph
sutradara,
the Ace Adventurer
editing
duo.
juga bisa. Iya,
That is
karena kan
1.5
yang
million
apa
more sound.
ya apa berhubungan dengan ini apa berhubungan dengan video berarti lah ya.
How much did you say again? 1.5 million?
Kalau dulu namanya multimedia.
That's a lot of more for just one
Udah kayak ganti nama ya. Iya benar, dulu ada tuh apa ya? Ada tuh jurusan apa? Jurusan multimedia. Apa multimedia multimedia. Oke. Sekarang ada yang nyebutnya
If you're
produksi film
interested in
juga ya.
working with me as a photographer, you could potentially be taking home anywhere up to 9
Nah, main tuh kalau misalnya bisa bisa apa tuh bisa dapetin nilai bagus dan memiliki apa dan memiliki apa itu namanya gue lupa deh apa tuh
con innocent people. You took the words right
memiliki
out
nilai
of my
bagus
mouth.
lah sama punya
But
apa
you got it back to front.
bisa dapetin
My goal here is to rid Teyvat of everyone out there who's trying to con innocent
bisa
people.
lumayan tuh bisa kerja di TV
Help
tuh
me out, and there'll be a big
bisa
bonus in
kerja
it
di
for
TV
you.
Whoa, back up a little. Seems you skipped a couple
bisa
of
lumayan tuh
steps.
bisa kerja TV.
How did you get from photography to crime fighting?
Kayaknya ganti nama di kafe. Di kafe kayaknya udah ada deh. Di kafe malah udah ada. Jurusan di kafe ada kok, ada jurusan di kafe. Tapi kayaknya sekarang mungkin terkenal malah di kafe sih jurusannya. Jurusannya lebih terkenal apa di kafe. Kayak sekarang lebih terkenal di kafe sih. Kalau di kampus gua dulu itu di kafe. Di kafe itu udah ada namanya. Nama di kafe itu udah ada. Tapi gua nggak begitu tahu di kafe itu maksudnya apa. Tapi kayaknya berarti kalau salah itu berarti ya multimedia berarti ya.
Think of the poor fisherman whose fishing rod gets mistaken for a spear, or the crafty crook who carries around a metal pipe to club his victims with, but dismissed as a regular plumber.
Bisa itu masuk ke TV tuh.
Kind of making sense now.
Great. Okay, so let's say I disguise myself as a
rata-rata
cat
ntar
or a
produksi
dog
film
or a
gabung
finch or a pigeon
ke
or maybe
di
even
kafe
a blubber
kayaknya ya.
beast, because why the heck not?
Kemungkinan sih iya.
So I'm walking around the city streets like in a
di kafe.
bingo, right?
Jurusan di kafe.
Gardamex are
Tapi
incapable.
gua juga
It is actually fairly logical if you think about it. But here's a completely blind to the would-be blubber beasts.
Gak ada, gua nggak ada yang kenal orang jurusan di kafe sih pas gua masih kuliah dulu.
Exactly, and I, Lepine
Matkulnya 11-12 soalnya.
specialist in currently I'm in the
Jadi kayaknya berarti apa namanya jurusan mau disatuin berarti ya. Tapi berarti nanti mungkin apa pastinya apa pas di ke pemilihan jurusan sih. Lebih ke pemilihan jurusan. Bukan jurusan apa sih namanya? Gue nyebutnya pemilihan jurusan nanti kan mungkin nanti dipecah lagi ya. Jadi kayaknya apa namanya nanti disatukan itu jadi di kafe baru nanti pilihan ke jurusan itu baru nanti dipisah. Semester 3 bisa lah, semangat lah semester 3 semangat. Soalnya itu semester 3 itu biasanya itu udah semester yang sudah mulai ada malas-malasnya kuliah sebenarnya. Semester 3 itu sudah mulai ada malas-malasnya kuliah. Basically ball shape. What? Ball shape really? Oh, apel. Pohon apel. Oke. Pohon apel itu sini. Foto buah bang hari ini. Oke. Foto buah ya. Spot-spot buah cukup apal sih. Nah, mungkin yang gampangnya gue paling ngerti daerah Monster sih paling hafalnya. Di Mono banyak, di Bondo banyak. Nah, apel itu bukan, ini Sunsetia. Apel itu di mana ya, gue lupa deh. Apel. Sini kan Sunsetia banyak. Apel itu di lupa gua. Lupa. Apel. apel ya, apel bukan tuh Sunsetia.
Going out on a rainy day is the worst.
Lupa gua. Udah pasti apel ya, Sunsetia bisa berarti ya. Sunsetia apel, ntar gua seharusnya bisa ingat apel itu di mana pohonnya. Pokoknya bundar aja gitu ya. Oke. Oh ini dia, kocak. Apel. Oke. Harus dapat TV produk. Sip. Oh no. Punya kan apa ya? Warna. Punya bundar aja, tapi buah. Oke. Wolf itu juga bisa. Nomor bisa nggak jawab? Nggak bisa. Ada bentuk nggak bulat ya. Ntar buah yang bulat. Selain yang wolf itu, jeruk, ya ampun. Boleh fruit, lupa gua. Asal bahan makanan bisa gue lihat satuan sih. Di bahan makanan. Oh ya, falberry ya. Falberry. Formatin flower itu di situ, Lakodili. Miss flower kalau corolla itu gua harus menggunakan api dulu. Tomat gua nggak butuh apel. Hara fruit. Iya, di padang pasir. Hara fruit di padang pasir. Buah cuma itu aja gue inget. Satin peach di Sumeru. Bawang nggak ada. Kayaknya gue coba itu dulu deh, apa namanya? Ini dulu. Wolf hook. Wolf hook kali ya. Wolf hook itu di sini di Wolfendom. Kuning semua ya, emang kuning semua. Buah acorn ya nggak ya? Kayaknya nggak deh. Bulat nyambut. Wolfendom. Wolfendom. Pengaruh ngasih buah, misalkan stiker itu kan berdasarkan warna buah ya, bang, cuma kuning tok gitu ya. Agak menyebalkan juga sebenarnya. Gua agak sedikit ingat spot musuh di mana. Need to find the fruit. Nope. Itu dia fruitnya. Coklat banmu. Random bang di peraturan tertulis. Random ya. Shish. Nice gitu dong. Oke, situ udah. Lalu buah yang terkenal itu di sini apa, di Liyue itu apa ya? Juvenile Chili. Juvenile Chili nggak begitu bagus. Buah di Liyue sama aja. Kalau di ini apa, di sini di Inazuma itu tar apa ya? Ini coba. Ya ingat dulu. Buah yang terkenal itu di Inazuma City itu apa ya? Bukan itu Sumeru. Apa ya? Kayaknya nggak ada yang terkenal di itu deh. Kayaknya nggak ada yang terkenal di buahnya. Falberry, ya oke, Falberry gue tau lokasinya, yang gampang nemunya di mana. Tapi itu bunga ya, tapi kan bulat. Apa ya? Oh iya, lavender melon, tapi itu bisa dikategorikan bulat atau enggak ya? Kan soalnya kan bentuknya oval. Lavender melon ya. Oke. Valberry itu kalau mau gampang sebentar. Valberry. Ntar gue ingat spotnya, tapi gue lupa di mana posisi persisnya. Strawberry Mountain, bukan. Sini spot sini bukan. Valberry. Lupa di mana spotnya yang gampang. Springvale bukan. Wolfendom. Oh sini kayak sini deh. Bentar. Iya 50-50. Gue lupa spotnya di mana. Ingat gue spot itu tapi gue lupa persisnya di mana itu. Lupa soalnya. Oh, bukan di sini. Strawberry Mountain. Ya mungkin kalau di Strawberry Mountain. Itu spot tuh buat dapetin Valberry. Tapi agak di ujung ya.
Book learning alone is not enough to cultivate intelligence. Although scholars in the academia are prime examples.
Yap, pinecone dapat. Apa lagi ya? Buah depan bisa ya. Valberry. Gue katanya yang dekat batu Valberry banyak. Di ujung sini kayaknya sih. Oh ya di sini deh. Sini di ujung gitu. Gua lurus. Untuk belok kanan. Nah, itu dia. Ini dia spotnya. Yang sudah datang Valberry. Nah, ini ada mana Valberry-nya? Dekat sini ada nih Valberry nih. Harusnya ada. Oh, ini dia Valberry. Nice. Dapat satu masing-masing lumayan. Kita sampel. Friends. Receive. Nothing to receive. Car lu apa aja bang? Car gua nggak banyak sih. Tapi ya itu lumayan sih. Car gua itu, kalau gue cek itu karakter semuanya sih. Udah Nahida, Raden Shogun, Furina, tiga itu ada Al-Hitam, Tartaglia, Kazuha, ada Jan, ada Ganyu, Cici, Ayaka, ada ini Yaimiko gue punya, Kecing gratisan, Ayato punya, Yelan ada, Mona, Hutau, Diluk. Udah itu aja yang gue punya. Nggak terlalu gede, nggak terlalu itu sih. Untuk cara bintang 5-nya. Kalau bintang 4 lah ya gratis untung-untungan sih sebenarnya. Tapi kurang lebih itu gua karakter gua untuk karakter gua nggak begitu banyak lah yang gua punya. Nah ini mungkin listnya, mungkin kalau list itu ya apa namanya by karakter Aum. Ngasih cara gua bisa bikin bintang 5 semua. Ya itulah. Ya pokoknya mungkin ini karakter yang gua nggak punya ini. Beberapa karakter yang gue nggak punya kayak gini: Yola, Fenty, Zhongli, Xiao, Sangonomiya, Milo, Wanderer, Dehya, Baizu, Lini, Nivula, Tiro Tesley. Selain itu ya bintang 5-nya ya punyalah lumayan. Weapon banyak kah? Weapon ya? Weapon nggak terlalu sih. Weapon nggak terlalu. Ada beberapa weapon yang kembar. Ya, ada beberapa weapon yang kembar, contohnya kayak Mosbow, gue punya 2. Weapon bintang 5 nggak terlalu mungkin yang gede dari gacha gue nggak terlalu banyak. Paling Miss Splitter yang baru banget gue punya, tapi udah lama gue gacanya. Miss Splitter, Event bintang 4 Viridian ada Sacrificial Fragment. Ya weapon bintang 4 ya dari hasil gacha ya lumayan lah. Tapi emang belum ada, tapi emang ada beberapa yang belum dibuild. Contohnya kayak ini Ibis Piercer lumayan sebenarnya, tapi nggak dibuild karena ya sudah punya yang menurut gua lebih bagus. Ada Ballad of Bonus Blue yang event kemarin, tapi belum gue bikin juga. Lalu apa lagi ya? Ya syukur-syukur event-event banyak, event-event ya lumayan lah. Mungkin kalau mau ini kan gue punya Festering Desire, kalau ya mungkin ya tanda kalau gue mainnya sudah dari update 1.0 ya, karena kan Festering Desire ini kan weapon di 1.2 update-nya, berarti kan pas masih di awal-awal banget. Gue punya ada ya nggak terlalu banyak variatif lah, nggak terlalu variatif. Mungkin emang nanti untuk dari segi weapon emang gue nggak ngumpulin banyak sih dari weapon bintang 5 karena emang ya
There have been many poorly written applications lately.
Gacha weapon.
I guess I'll
Kambing.
just have to reject them all.
Soalnya buat gacha emang karakter dari karakter emang lebih banyak sih tentunya. Ya weapon bintang 4 lah yang paling banyak lah. Jarang gacha weapon kecuali emang gue bener-bener mau banget. Memang buat karakter yang emang lebih sering dimainkan sih. Oke. Oh gacha ya? Oh gitu. 7 60 kali 7 itu 420. Berarti 400 bisa dapat 420 itu ya. 420 primo berarti ya. Oke. 420 primo not bad. Ya cukup banyak lah. 420 primo. Oh cukup. Jadi ini yang gua malas kerjainnya. Ini gue sebenernya malas kerjainnya, tapi udahlah. Aduh, gue ngebuka electro charge gue. Nah itu nggak bisa di speedrun. Sayangnya emang nggak bisa di speedrun, tapi udahlah. Beberapa karakter yang mesti gue pakai lah. Sisa 4 hari lagi. Ya udah sih kalau gue sih ya udah seadanya aja sih. Siapa sedapatnya aja lah, sedapatnya. Tapi kalau misalnya event yang lawan musuh gini kayaknya emang harus di push, extra push, udah harus di extra push untuk dapetin primonya. Jadi kayaknya untuk kedepannya emang gue untuk gacha gue emang tidak gacha lagi. Kemungkinan gacha gue nggak tahu sih. Kaget. Udah bang, mau kerjain tugas UTS dulu ya. Semangat Kisushi Raki untuk UTS-nya. Semangat. Dan juga thank you udah mampir ya. Kisushi Raki, thank you udah mampir. Thank you. Terima kasih subscribe ya bung. Thank you. Dan tentu saja semangat ujiannya. Untuk mendapatkan yang terbaik ya.
Emerge. Right now.
Settle down.
Udex New Village.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Right here. Right now. Emerge.
Let the mighty be humble.
Let the fight be humble. Ambil deh.
Right here. Right now. Right here. By royal decree. Animal hypostasis simulation. Stand clear.
Bow your head.
Okay.
Happy to apply.
Silence.
Enhanced animal module 75. Animal test.
Following order. The time's beckoning.
Finally, some target practice.
Emerge. Right now. Right here.
Spread your wings and raise a storm!
Bow your head.
Where do you think you're going?
Emerge.
Tok delay. 2 menit. Hampir 3 menit ya lumayan lah. Wait, kan sudah. Gue continue ya? Kocak. If do me. Sampai gue challenge again. Okay. Deal dengan seperti charge attack. Charge attack. Fire ya. Fire. Fire charge attack. Intinya api ya. Kita coba tes bayonet dulu deh. Soalnya bayonet kan apa agak berbeda.
Let me try my sword. Rise!
Step right up.
Solidify! I've got the upper hand. Cheap tricks. Take this.
And voila!
This isn't over. You win. What's one more?
Everybody stand back!
I will have order.
A round of applause!
Cut down.
Okay.
You'll get frostbite.
Take cover! You're toast!
You can't run.
Go in!
This is order.
Now disappear!
Steknya harus gue pakai. Yang didemin cu. Aduh, steknya susah.
Off we go.
Race you!
Quake!
Teamwork is dreamwork. I always step right.
Nice and slick!
Order guide!
Okay.
Everybody stand back. Here comes the finale.
Okay, good. La da da da. Do. Oh.
Teamwork is dream.
I will have order!
And voila! Let's get this show on the road.
Stabilize! Order guide!
Now disappear. A round of applause. Teamwork is dreamwork.
I will have order!
Geser benet. Sedikit lebih lama. Susah ngebomnya, susah. Oh, gatal kuping. Banyak ya. 5 ya. Apa ini? Bisa. Oke masku, kayaknya untuk live stream hari ini cuma sampai sini aja dulu deh. Dan itu lumayan lah, seenggaknya questnya apa? Quest untuk apa tuh namanya?
Book learning alone is not enough to
sudah
cultivate
selesai.
intelligence.
Seenggaknya Arkon Quest.
All those scholars in the academia
Besok
are prime
rencananya
examples.
adalah mungkin Honkai Starel mungkin. Besok rencana itu Honkai Starel. Jadi untuk kesempatan hari ini aku sampai sini aja dulu. Thank you yang sudah menonton. Jangan lupa like, share, komen, subscribe ya. Sampai jumpa di live stream selanjutnya ya. Thank you.